Test, test. All right.
Would you look at you?
Hmm. Hello, Donald Duck. CR. Sorry, had a little toilet time going on. Let's see. Can you explain to me how formats work? Yeah, sure. To tell you, but I think that Sentinel build doesn't work that good. This Sentinel build is specialized for looting. This is a loot leeching build, and yeah, you know, it works. It works great. Duns, can you explain to me how formats work? Okay, so how formats work is, well, first you have to understand that formats are they're a component to build certain things. Okay, but the format itself, this is how it works. So you have your Warframe right here. You're gonna go to upgrade. Lower right, you're gonna go to actions. So formas by themselves, not as a component, because other things require forma to build them, okay? But formas by themselves, you can use them to add polarity to a mod slot. So right here, polarization, as you can see, it says 13 formas, and I'm going to use one for polarization. Here are the formas that I have. I got one Umbra and one forma. This is my mod slots right here. So as you can see, I can cycle through the different polarities, the different schools, the different disciplines of the Tenno. Okay? So, what's the big deal with polarity? Well, it's like this. Let me get like a blank one right here. All right. So, let's go to this one, Naramon, which is the straight line. Oh, hold on, guys, hold on. Hello, hello. Bendición. Thank you. Hold on. Yeah, every time my mom calls, I don't care. I'm gonna answer, and I mean, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Okay. And when I have wife and kids are I'm gonna have to do the same thing because family comes first. Um, like old people, have you seen videos of old people and their regrets? It's never I work too much. They always say I should have worked less and paid more attention to family. Anyway, so when it comes to Valkyr here, and I can't really get her in order to do something, I will go with a base of yellow. Yellow from Corpus. You want Corpus as the brightest yellow. So you want to go base of yellow, okay? You could use these spots in order to do like a cheetah thing, okay? Like a cheetah or jaguar thing. See? So and then when it comes to the sigils, because you're gonna need more spots than these, okay? Oh, what's up? Get your leg back. Okay. So when it comes to sigils, let me see if I can find some suggested sigils here. Well, not sigils, but okay. Hmm. Hmm. This right here, this sigil is from Cephalon Suda, and you see how it has the stripes. You might be able to use those stripes, but you have to blow it up and like move it around and rotate it. As far as spots, this could be used for spots, but it's kind of inconsistent, you know. These could be used for spots. These, although they're kind of honeycombs, right? But you gotta sort of work with what you have. I don't have all the sigils, but look, this one could kind of be used for spots as well. You have to look in the vendors. Look, you go here to syndicates. Syndicates always have sigils.
Help you.
So you have to look around here. There's sigils that they have.
I hope these interest you. You're just like the rest, tainted and ruined beyond salvation.
Sorry, she doesn't like me. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend. So you want to look around here, and you're looking for sigils that might have some spots. All right, let's see if Redville has something similar to it.
An enemy in any form is still a target.
What I notice about Redville, I know this has nothing to do with Valkyr, but in the future. Notice how their sigils are very feathery. So you could be using this in a sort of like feathery theme. Could be bird or angel or something like that.
The probability of us working together has converged on never.
Just a bunch of triangles. Just lots of triangles. What else? I mean, there's other vendors, you know.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack.
Oh, I can't see the shop from here. Damn it. Anyway, you get the idea, right? You get the idea. You gotta look at the vendors, look at potential sigils, okay? And know what you're looking for in terms of your vision. So we're working with Valk here. I don't have Valk here yet. So it should be very easy to get a cheetah theme or a jaguar theme out of her. Okay? You can use her shoulder spots, get base yellow, okay? And then use sigils in order to accentuate the theme of the jaguar, the theme of the leopard, or the theme of the cheetah. And you know, you can do tigress as well, but you know, you're gonna need more lines, right? And you know, it's Warframe. Everything kind of looks like something without being something. So you could have both stripes and spots because Warframe just goes for the vibe of something rather than accurately portraying like a thing. See? Like, for example, they created this Warframe. This Warframe is supposed to be feline, but it's not feline. It just gives you the vibe of being feline. See what I'm saying? So you keep that in mind. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to do stripes and spots because I'm just trying to give the gist of, like, you know, like the vibe of like a big cat. Morning and evening at the same time. By the way, hello. Hello, Viper. I got the colors good now. I'm going to see which sigils I got. Yeah, I hope that helps, man. Also, keep in mind... Well, Viper, thank you so much for the follow. Also, my Pacha, keep in mind that you can use weapons in order to accentuate the theme. So, she's a feline. She should have a kavat of some kind. And she should have some claws. Okay? Yeah, yeah. If you go to Deimos, Deimos have some missions that are not, they're not the lab. They're not like some missions that are not in the Necrolisk, okay? That includes the lab, because remember, the lab is under the Necrolisk, okay? So, Deimos has missions that are not in the Cambion Drift, they're not in the Necrolist, that they're sort of like old Orokin ruins, and I guess that they have invisible cats that have adapted to survive in that environment, and those cats are the descendant of the Orokin, because I guess Deimos was like a high class, it was like a space gated community with mini mansions, okay? You know, kind of like a Santa Monica or something. All right, it was very exclusive, very rich. You know, the Entrades were rich and influential in the Orokin Empire. So, anyway, these cats are the descendants of them, and they've learned to turn invisible. So if you scan those cats, you're gonna be able to get enough genetic code. Okay, as you scan more and more, you're gonna get more genetic code in order to breed your own cats. I don't know why I can't get genetic codes from cats from Earth, which there's plenty, and they don't have the invisibility adaptation. It has to be the ones from Deimos. Why is that? I don't know. As a matter of fact, I've seen rare Kavats in Earth missions. I saw a white Kavat once drinking water from a creek. I scanned it, but it still didn't show up in the codex. And I haven't seen it ever since. So when I tell the new players that this game has a lot of secrets, it has a lot of secrets. It has like 12 years worth of secrets. Okay? But anyway, if you want a Kavat, you have to go to Deimos missions outside the Necrolisk and the Cambrian Drift. And you know what? Go over there with Loki, stay invisible, okay? Or maybe Ash, or maybe if you have Shade, okay? You know, just go there stealthily, okay? So the infestation doesn't bother you. And just look for invisible cats with your scanner. Okay? That's what I suggest. They're quite difficult to get. Suggestions: who to choose between Mag, Volt, and Excalibur? Viper, I suggest for you to go with Volt. Volt scales with your brain cells. Volt can do everything because the more brain cells you put into it, the more performance you can get out of Volt. Also, Volt is really good to just practice headshots. You can put yourself in a corner, put your shield up, and have like a good rifle or a sniper rifle, and just sit there and practice headshots. And you're gonna need to by the end of the game, by the time that you reach Still Path, you are gonna need to have headshots like if it was second nature. Okay, you need to develop that skill. You need to do headshots on command like that. Okay, so Volt is gonna help you with that because you can just camp behind your shield, okay, and just sit there, pop, and practice headshots all day long. Okay, you're gonna need those skills. I'm telling you, but you know, if you go to Steel Path and you haven't gotten good, okay, you're just gonna have a hard time. Volt is the best. It's because Volt. You can make Volt, okay. If you only needed one frame to do everything, it would be Volt. Because he's like a bunch of Lego parts, okay? You could make him do everything. He's a jack of all trades. But you have to put brain cells into it. Can you do a Gara build? Yeah, I have a Gara build. You want to see it? It's my defender build. Excuse me. There's my Gara. It's an ability strength Gara, as you can see. You're welcome, Viper. Also, Viper, one more thing, Viper. I need you to go into your navigation. You're gonna go into your navigation like this, okay? And then you're gonna go into your upper left. Your upper left, you're gonna see that round icon. That round icon is public. You're gonna change it from public to solo, just like that. Okay? Again, it's gonna be like that, upper left. Right next to your icon, it's gonna be a circle icon. You're gonna click on it. That's public. That means random sweats are gonna go into your missions and ruin everything. Okay? You're gonna put it on solo. And you're gonna keep it on solo until you finish all your quests. Not some of your quests, all the quests. Because the quests are the tutorial. After the quest, you can worry about builds, you can worry about leeching from, random sweats. You can do some trolling if you want to. You can organize and go into like relic runs, stuff like that. Okay, but until then, you're gonna put it on solo. You're gonna finish all the quests by yourself. Okay. If you need some help because some boss is killing you over and over again, let me know. I'll go with you, but I will only do like a support role. Okay? I'm gonna have a Warframe that's gonna heal you, it's gonna revive you, okay? I'll give you like a few tips, not trying to spoil anything, as much as I can. Because a lot of the bosses have IQ checks. Okay? A lot of the bosses, they're divided like this. Fighting phase, and you fight with the boss and you do damage. And then goes into an IQ check phase. And then it goes into a damage phase, and then IQ phase. And then damage phase, and ends up in an IQ phase. Okay? So a lot of people can't take the IQ checks because they just want to press a button and see big number go up. Okay? But, I'll be willing to go in and help you in a way that doesn't spoil the game for you. Okay? Northeast, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Viper, what is an Eidolon? Don't worry about it, Viper. Don't worry about it. You will find out. You will find out soon enough. German lover, thank you for the follow. Mystery Man, does anyone have Desiccation Curse? Mystery Man, post it on the Discord. Go to the Discord. Post it. Actually, post a quest on the Discord. Go to Tenno Questboard. Go to TennoQuestboard.com. Okay? Go to TennoQuestboard.com. Post looking for Desiccation Curse. And then put a reward. The reward can be nothing. The reward can be gratitude. Make sure that you post what you're looking for and the reward on the title, okay? And then somebody will, you might as well do it because somebody might pick up on it. Hey, what's up, Charles? Welcome back. Bro's kinder to Santa Claus. Ha ha ha. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. Hey, you're welcome. Anyway, I was gonna do a sortie. So I'm gonna do a sortie. So I'm gonna change it to my scavenger build. There you go.
I'm very excited now. The anticipation. Ooh, I always learn so much from a live dissection.
It's time to leech the randoms! Leechy leech. Loot and leech.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Really?
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You've triggered the alarms. Lose this data, and the mission will be a complete failure.
Security override incoming. Override delivered. Security systems temporarily disrupted.
Alarms reset. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Another job.
I looted as much as I could. You know what? She does have an energy problem. Let me see if I can fix it. No. Why? Oh, my computer's too hot. So I figured out what it was. It's temperature. The temperature will cause a connection problem, but for some reason it only happens with Warframe. Is there a best Warframes, or is anyone is just fine? So, how this game works, Viper, is that whatever weapon you like, whatever Warframe you like, you can keep buffing it until it becomes overpowered. So in the end, the difference between so-called meta Warframes and meta weapons and your Warframe and your favorite weapon is negligible, because they can all go to level cap, right? Now, when you say best Warframe, I'm thinking combat, because there's other things, there's other purposes, okay? Like this mag right here, this is a looter frame, and I use it to leech from other players. So they kill everybody, and I just go in and pick up the stuff, okay? Also, you know, that's why she's very speedy, so she can go through, you know, and find those lockers, okay? And it can harvest all those resources. And then the Sentinel is Carrier, and Carrier has a special mod that I bought from Sentinel Samaris called Looter, in which gives some pulses. And the pulse destroys crates. And because Mag has extra range for collection, all that stuff just goes wink. They just go to Mag, just wink, just like that. Okay? So anyway, there's other purposes. So usually when people say best, they're talking about endurance. Can you take this to level cap? Okay, that's usually what they're talking about. They're talking about just damage. They're not talking about puzzle solving. Okay, they're not talking about stealth. They're not talking about looting. They're not talking about any other purpose, just that. And you can customize Warframes for whatever experience, whatever purpose you want. Okay? So I just find whatever is fun for me. Yes, find whatever is fun for you. Don't sweat it. And work with what you have. And just play, you know, like play the game. Okay? Finish your quests. You know, do sorties, do steel path, you know, incursions, do invasions, okay, do syndicate missions, just whatever is fun, okay, whatever is fun for you, you're gonna do, and the game will reward you with random rewards, and before you know it, you're gonna have a bunch of cool stuff in your arsenal, and a bunch of cool stuff in your foundry. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I can print this Warframe. I didn't know. There's a lot of people, they're like, okay, I need this material. I need to farm this material. And then they go and the material doesn't drop. And then they get depressed. And then they quit the game. You know? Hey, what's up, Frank? What's up, Frank? He's a good boy. Okay. Next. Isn't that just laziness? Laziness is what I'm doing right now. It's leeching. What I recommend is
is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the
What I
network.
recommend is for you to
Be prepared for
work
heavy
with what you have
resistance. I can't do this without you.
instead of you know.
There's a sanctuary target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
So anyway, so you just do whatever's fun, okay? Because the job of the game is to give you satisfaction.
Proceed and prepare. Here is a terminal.
See, like, look,
Get me in and get
there's an
ready to
example.
defend. I am detecting a prosecutor. Get ready for a tough fight.
You see this flower? You see that? This flower that's growing in the toxic soup? That's an ingredient for something.
Prosecutor eliminated.
So every time that I
Watch out
do
for more.
a mission that has toxic soup, this like toxic waste, I look for these flowers and I scan them. As opposed to going online, going to the wiki, going to Google, finding out, oh, where are these flowers? Oh, how can I farm these flowers? And then I'll spend like an hour doing repetitive missions, okay, just to farm this flower. Okay? Oh no, my controller, come on. You know what? I'm gonna have to start turning off my PC.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
No,
I'm in,
please.
Tenno. This will take a moment.
I'm gonna have to switch it. I'm gonna have to switch the USB. Right now I'm using the top of the USB on top of the computer, and heat rises up. So the top USB ports are going to generally be hotter than the ones in the back at the bottom. Does that make sense? So let me go ahead and plug this in. Ugh.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Let's see. See, it worked. It's not doing it right now. Now it does get hot. If it gets hot enough, it will start doing it again, but I'm gonna have to start leaving my PC off so the temperature comes down.
Area completed. Move on. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Oh, that's a sanctuary target.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
All right, Hunter. I will reward you should you perform synthesis.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
I have it. Thank you. Continue this, Tenno, and enlightenment will follow.
Do you think I take the time, like take 4 hours out of the day to farm Cephalus Samaris targets? I don't. I just go after them when I encounter them. See what I'm saying? I'm sort of farming as I go, according to the
Good work.
present
You have proven
opportunity,
the prosecutors
instead
are
of just
invincible.
dedicating myself to it and doing repetitive tasks, which I don't like to do.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Mother. Come here, big boy.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Heads up, a Grineer assault team is headed your way.
What? I can't go over there. Motherfucker. Alright.
Still working on it.
It's whatever.
Continue to
Where's
defend.
loot? Give me loot. Where is loot?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Where is loot?
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
See, that's why I like Holt with this build. It just paralyzes people so they leave me alone. They leave me looting. Is that loot? What is that? Oh, that was loot. Is there loot here? Yes. Lockers that nobody can get into except me. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Give me loot. Where is loot? Oh, 30-minute affinity booster. Nice. Nice find. Who did that? No, I was about to kick their butt.
Job well executed.
Mantis engine blueprint? Hey, that's a good find. I have to go, guys. I apologize for not being able to extend my stay. Hey, no problem, Viper. Thanks for dropping by. Dino! Welcome back, Dino. Dude, New War is so long. Hey, New War, you gotta get good. It reminds me of that quote from like Tony Stark to Spider-Man when he told him, No, please don't take away the suit. I'm nothing without the suit. And Tony says, if you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't be wearing it. I love it. Have a good day. Thank you for the tips and the kindness. You're welcome, Viper. Anytime. Mantis engine blueprint. Oh no, it's starting again. Oh, come on. I put it at the bottom. I'm gonna have to get a fan to like blow directly into the PC. All right. I'm not gonna be able to continue because it's gonna. Oh, that is so cute. He sat down. I never seen him sitting down. Sit, boy. Sit. Ay, no mames, güey. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to end the stream and I'm gonna turn off the PC. And I'm gonna let it like cool off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it cool off. Man, he sat again. When I'm not looking, he sits down. Anyway. So I'm gonna let it cool off. And then I'm gonna come back in. Okay? So yeah, because that's my theory. My theory is heat. Because notice how I switched it to the bottom USB port where it's less likely to be hot because heat rises. And what happened? I didn't get it. I was able to play an entire mission, no problem. But now even those USB ports are getting too hot. So, according to my theory, let's see if it works. I'm going to let it cool off and then I'll be back. And if I don't see you, well, thank you for hanging out and having fun. Thank you so much, Mapache. All right, guys, I will see you in a little bit.